Hey, what's going on, Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans? It's former Buccaneers DT James Canada, and this is James Canada's Pewter Perspective. If this is your first time dropping the channel, please make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that bell. You can find all live streams on the BGSE network. Now, I haven't been on in a while because it's been a little tough mustering through how this season went. I'm not gonna lie, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers did not really finish the way we wanted them to finish. But at the end of the day, we got what we got, and this is the team that we have. And at the end of the day, I've got to live with it. So everyone knows the Bucs fired offensive coordinator Josh Grizzard after a disappointing 2025 season, signaling they want a new offensive direction. I know there's a lot of changes that happen in the building, but the most significant change, I think, at the coaching spot is this one right here of Josh Grizzard being fired. Continuity has been an issue. This is the fourth OC search in as many years. That's right. Byron Leftwich, then Canales, then Cohen, and then Grizzard. Now they move on to find the next man that can help quarterback Baker Mayfield and this Tampa Bay Buccaneers offense. With Baker Mayfield returning and a strong receiving core, the OC hire could define Tampa Bay's offensive identity. And now the top OC candidates that the Buccaneers have interviewed or planned on interviewed goes as follows. And everyone knows that this guy here is the number one target of the Buccaneers. Whether it's going to happen or not, we're not sure. But that's the former Miami Dolphins head coach, Mike McDaniel. That's right. He's a former Dolphins head coach. He's under that Shanahan tree. He's considered to be an offensive guru. Now, didn't really have success they thought he would have with Tua Tagovailoa, but early on there in Miami, things looked really good. Sorry about that, y'all. Things looked really good with Mike McDaniel when he was at the helm. Now, the only problem with this is everyone on social media was like, do not let him leave the building without signing a deal. He's already been in and out of the building. He is also interviewed for some head coaching jobs, and he has a second interview, I believe it is, with the Las Vegas Raiders. So, that being said, if Mike McDaniel does not land one of these head coaching jobs that's left, and these jobs are filling up fast, his buddy Robert Saleh was just named the Tennessee Titans head coach. Could he return with Saleh? I say return, not return to Tennessee, but could he rejoin with Saleh? Because Saleh was the defensive coordinator in San Francisco, and McDaniel was the offensive coordinator. So a lot of people are now speculating that the Tennessee Titans will have the upper hand in landing Mike McDaniels if he does not get a head coaching job. While the Buccaneers might like him, he's a proven play caller with a track record of developing elite offense. He would be a high impact hire if he wants to return as an offensive coordinator. Now, that would be a great move. Don't know if it's going to happen. The other name that's been out there that the Buccaneers have talked to, and he's been in Tampa before, is former Baltimore Ravens offensive coordinator and Bucs alum Todd Monken. He previously coached on the Buccaneers staff as the offensive coordinator in 2016 to 18. Then he went to the Ravens with a top performing offense. He worked directly with Baker Mayfield also in Cleveland. He's familiar with Tampa Bay's culture and players. He's balanced, high, efficient attack with Lamar Jackson when he was in Baltimore. But now we all know he may join Harbaugh in New York. But this is a guy that the Buccaneers are high on and they want, could be stabilizing. He's known quality, not always easy to find fresh offensive vision out there, but this guy can get it done. Another name that's high on the Buccaneers list, and he was the interim coach for the New York Giants when they got rid of Brian Daboll, and that's Mike Kafka. He's offensive intern, turned interim head coach for the Giants late in 2025. He worked with young quarterback like Jackson Dart. Mixed results, but shows quarterback development under his watch. He's interesting because he has a strong offensive mind and he has a rising reputation of being a good young offensive coordinator, experience with both pro and developing talent. So this could be a guy that's high on the Buccaneers list as well. And then there is former Tennessee Titans head coach Brian Callahan. He was the offensive coordinator for the Bengals during successful Joe Burrow years. Head coaching experience adds some leadership credibility. Deep West Coast modern passing influence which could help Baker Mayfield and give this offense an identity that's similar to what they've been doing the last couple of years under their past offensive coordinators. Familiarity with high tempo and efficient offenses. No, Callahan didn't have success in Tennessee, but I think it would have been hard for any coach to succeed in Tennessee. So I say, let's give him a chance, see what he might bring if some of those other candidates that they have rated higher is not there. Now, this next guy, when I saw that the Buccaneers were going to interview him, it was really interesting to me because the guy knows how to get things done, and that is the Lions passing game coordinator, David Shaw. He has long collegiate head coach pedigree and an NFL pass game coordinator. He's a strategic thinker with experience building offensive systems. The man turned Stanford around, and I don't think you can be a dummy working at Stanford University. And he may appeal to Tampa Bay if they want a scheme architect. It is said that he is very creative with coming up with schemes. And right now, I believe that the Buccaneers need that scheme and identity to have some continuity on the offensive side of the ball. Next candidate that's been up on the media post and boards is former Arizona Cardinals quarterback coach Israel Wolfork. He has a strong reputation with developing quarterbacks. And why he might look good for Tampa is his work with Kyler Murray and Jacoby Brissett appeals if the Buccaneers prioritize quarterback play. Kyler Murray went down, Jacoby Brissett went in, and on a team that wasn't great, but sufficed a lot. And the Arizona Cardinals took us down to the wire. Some say that was because of what Israel Wolfork was able to do as the offensive coordinator. And last but not least, you have a former division foe, former Atlanta Falcons offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson. He led effective units in Atlanta. He had success under Sean McVay's influence. He was on that Rams staff. He's a good fit with the Bucs because he too is familiar with the West Coast offense and play design, suited for multiple dimensional quarterbacks like Baker Mayfield. Needless to say, Josh Grizzard got away from the run game. You had a running back like Bucky Irvin. I know Bucky got injured, but once he came back, it seems like that was not mixed in. You look at what some of these guys did, and they had running backs that weren't as good as Bucky Irvin that they did incorporate into their offense. I'm hoping that the right fit is there. Now, I do personally believe that Mike McDaniels is a great fit, but I do not think that he's going to be there. I think that he's going to get a head coaching job, or he's going to end up with Robert Saleh. And if he does, you can't blame him. But these are the coaching candidates that are up for the Buccaneers: Mike McDaniel, Todd Monken, Mike Kafka, Brian Callahan, David Shaw, Israel Wolfork, and Zach Robinson. Interesting group of guys. Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans, let me know what you think. Which OC candidate do you want to see land the job, and can they have immediate impact to turn around this Buccaneers team and help Todd Bowles save his job? Hey, until next time, this is Big Game James with James Canada's Pewter Perspective. God bless you and peace.